How's it going, everybody? My name is CubFan, and here are some quick tips, tricks, and things you might not know about Minecraft. If you view a player in lava, their armor will glow red. In multiplayer, if you look closely at another player's compass, it will move as your compass moves. Note that you don't have to be holding the compass for this to be the case. If lightning hits some pigs, they turn into zombie pigmen. And likewise, if lightning hits a creeper, it will become a charged creeper. To make a cross-dimensional beacon, which can provide beacon effects in the overworld, nether, and the end, you can do the following. So first of all, find your spawn chunks. My spawn chunks are surrounding me right now. You just have to take my word on that. Then go ahead and build a portal in your spawn chunks with a hopper timer like this. And there'll be 50 items in your hoppers and a dispenser right here, which outputs items periodically into the portal. Next, you'll want to go a fair distance away from your portal, but still stay within your spawn chunks. And you want to place down a beacon. You see I've already placed some iron blocks down. And we'll place the beacon right on top of this, just like so. Then we'll go ahead and give ourselves an effect here. There we go. Right here. Jump boost. Okay. And we'll also take note of our coordinates. So we are at positive 180 X and positive 353 Z. And you'll see we got our jump boost here. Fantastic. So once you have the beacon placed, you can then make your way back to your nether portal over here. And this can also be done in survival. I'm just doing it in creative because it's a lot quicker. So come back to your original portal and you want to go through it. Okay, so once you are in the nether, you can go ahead and hit F3 and you'll want to travel toward the same coordinates you were at in the overworld. So we were at about 180 X and 353 Z, I believe. So we'll go ahead and make our way toward those coordinates here in the nether. Alright, and you'll see here I've already went ahead and placed down a nether portal here at these coordinates. So here's where our beacon is in the overworld. And we'll go ahead and light this portal and we will go through it. Alright, so we're somewhere over an ocean in the overworld now. Then you'll head back through this portal here. And you should see after some time we should get the jump boost effect. And there we go. Alright, sweet. So now, even though there's no beacons around here anywhere in the nether, yeah, we still have the jump boost effect. And just a few notes about this, you actually don't need the second portal that was once right here once you've initialized the beacon effect. The area of effect of the cross-dimensional beacon is the same as the beacon in the overworld. This also works in the end using the exact same method, and this was discovered by Sir Rob Hi-Fi, and I'll provide a link to his channel in the description. You can place two items in a single item frame by doing the following. Take a fence, place it down, put an item frame on that fence, and then your first item in there rotated however you'd like it. Then come to the back here, place another item frame on the side of the fence where the first item frame is. Place that down. Then with your second item, walk into the item frame itself and right click. And there you have it. Two items in a single item frame. All you have left to do is replace those blocks quickly and you're done. You can create rainbow sheep by using the name tag Jeb. Iron golems will attack zombie pigmen. In creative mode, if you /give yourself the item 3113, you will get yourself a greener version of the dead bush. If you have a Minecon cape and you're riding a pig with a saddle, if you hold a directional key, it'll sometimes appear like you're shivering. Brrr. Brrr. Vines can grow behind paintings and in complete darkness. If you right-click a mob with a spawn egg, it'll spawn a baby mob. Baby slimes do not count as monsters, and thus you can sleep whenever they're around. Fence gates will appear to change height when there's cobblestone walls next to them. You can sometimes sprint across 1-block gaps. Blocks placed in item frames appear on both sides of the frame. If you encounter a too high door filled with anvils, you can get through it with the following trick. Place an anvil down perpendicular to the first 2 anvils, then walk straight at the first 2, look at the third one, and you can just simply walk through. And this works by the hitbox changing whenever you look at an anvil. So you come here, hitbox changes by looking at this one, and you walk through the other side. And this was discovered by JL2579. You can zoom out on the map by placing the map in a crafting table and surrounding it with paper. A player will easily fit through a less than 1-block wide gap consisting of fence and cobblestone wall, but mobs will not. Endermen don't have shadows. By using the tilde symbol, you can get text that runs off the edges of signs. You can use netherwort to breed chickens. Vines can be used to suspend sand and gravel in the air. And the only thing better than sand held up by vines is sand held up by nothing. And I'll show you how to do this right now. There's a number of different ways you can do it. But the way that I think is simplest is to use just cocoa beans on jungle logs, just like that. Or you can place it directly on top of 2 tall grass. Either way, and then just go ahead and get rid of all the blocks beneath it, and there you have floating sand. If you have an injured horse, you can feed it an entire bale of hay, just like so, and that will heal it 10 hearts. You can make a working bookshelf like this in Minecraft by doing the following. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and make a U shape of bookshelves like this, then come to the back here and place one in back of the gap, then place a rail down with a minecart chest on it, and then break the rail underneath that minecart chest. Next up, come up 1 block and put a non-sticky piston facing downward with a bookshelf beneath it, and then power that piston just like that. Then go ahead and get rid of everything on top, place your bookshelves in, and there you go. You should be able to access it, put whatever you want in, not just books, but that's how you make the working bookshelf. Sheep can eat grass through carpet. You can create secret messages using snow layers and snow blocks. The snow blocks are not destroyed by water, but the snow layers are. If you have cocoa beans in a configuration like this, you can actually walk up them. If you mouse over the number of players on a server, you can see the names of players on that server. If you provide sky access to blocks near bedrock, it gets rid of void fog. You can move servers in your server list by holding shift and the arrow key. You can plant sugarcane blocks underwater as long as there's a water block right next to them. And you can use this effectively as a way to create breathing pockets for yourself underwater. Pigs can climb ladders and vines. Rain will hydrate farmland. It's always more efficient to use an anvil to repair 2 items than it is to use a crafting table or a player crafting inventory. Mobs can't see you through vines, sugarcane, or too tall grass. Do you still hate cakes? You can place cakes on cacti. That'll show 'em. Arrows can activate a wooden pressure plate, even if it hits on the side of a block. If you press F1 to get rid of your inventory while fishing, your fishing line stays and photobombs you. When you punch and destroy mob heads, it gives the soul sand particle effect. You cannot drown in lava. Nether stars are immune to explosions. Still survived. If you shift click on TNT, it'll light it on fire rather than priming it instantly. This allows you more time to get away from the explosion. The nose of a witch wiggles slightly, and whenever they drink a potion, their nose will be raised slightly upward. You can tell a dog's health by its tail. So for instance, the tail is highest right now. Hit him with a sword, you see the tail goes lower. Punch him again, lower still. But if we feed him meat, you'll see the tail go up, up, and up. And that means he is at full health right there. You can shoot arrows directly through cobwebs without the arrow slowing down at all. If you stand in a cobweb it will partially block explosion damage. Zombies and skeletons inside of cobwebs don't burn. Using the design you see in front of you, you can make a very steep and a very fast horse elevator. A fishing rod will take double damage if it lands on land. And the fishing rod will take triple damage if it hooks an entity. The looting enchantment works on bows. You can easily gather gold swords in Minecraft by doing the following. So first of all, build like a pigmen farm or something to get pigmen in a closed space. Then go ahead and throw in a bunch of stone swords into that pit. I'll just toss in a couple here, just in random directions. There we go. Alright, and some of the pigmen will go ahead and swap out their gold swords for stone swords. So then all that's left for you to do is to go ahead and go down and collect the swords, and you'll see we picked up one gold sword from that. So yeah, that's a simple way to get some gold items. Squids can take fall damage. If you make a dog invisible, their collar still appears. Ocelots don't take fall damage. Villagers who are on fire behave no differently from villagers who are not on fire. An arrow dispenser with a stair in front of it acts as a homing dispenser, and the arrows will reach the player, and the player will pick them up, but it doesn't hurt the player. And it makes no difference where we stand. We can stand directly in front of it. We can stand over to the side of it. We can even stand behind it completely, and, you know, we're miles away here. But yet, we still get the arrows. And I'm not sure if there's a limit to this or not, but it'd be interesting to see what people can actually do with this. Snow golems are harmed by rain. Pressing F4 with shaders on will get rid of the shaders. The legs of a bed disappear when viewed from beneath. In the new spectator mode, you can take the world view of a painting. Flower pots are hollow when viewed from below. A quick tip on enchanting in 1.8, you want to initially use gold items to lock your enchanting table regardless of what you're going to enchant in the end, because gold has a higher enchantment probability than other items. And then once you have your enchantment table locked, you can switch out to the item you actually want to enchant, and you'll end up getting items enchanted with gold's enchantability level. You can place a full block and more of snow layers directly next to cacti. Walking through cobwebs on top of soul sand on top of slime blocks while shifting and under the potion of slowness results in blazing speeds. You can negate the bounce back of a slime block by jumping right before you hit it. And if you're in spectator mode, you can change the speed you fly around with by scrolling forward to go faster, or scrolling backward to go slower. A falling anvil will completely obliterate the following objects: rails, levers, buttons, redstone repeaters, comparators, torches, ferns, tripwire hooks, tall grass, water and or lava, flower pots, vines, paintings, mob heads, torches, item frames, and mushrooms. Survive. If you breed 2 mushroom cows and then shear both, the baby will no longer follow its parents and start following another mushroom. A blaze will not shoot at a player while trapped in a cobweb. In survival mode, if you ride a boat off the edge of a waterfall and land on solid ground, but you jump out before you hit the ground, you'll only take fall damage from the height you jumped out at. Nice. Hope you all enjoyed those quick tips and tricks, and hopefully you learned something along the way. So thank you very much for watching. This has been CubFan. Goodbye. Wait, chicken selfie going on right here. Aw.